Tonight, at St. James Academy, the Thunder take on the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints in a big rivalry showdown. This is one matchup you don't want to miss, so stay tuned on the Thunder Broadcasting Network.
Here into St. James Academy for a huge rivalry matchup tonight. Both great teams looking to take full control of the EKL.
This is a big EKL matchup. Both teams coming off big wins, but they just played each other, Zach. On Saturday, championship game of the New and Invitational, Saints won by 24 points, but the Thunder need to put that behind themselves. We already know who the Saints team is led by. Alex Krause and Layla Boylan. They're scoring in double figures. They're unselfish with the basketball. It's going to be Ireland Sullivan, L. Robinson in the paint. We've seen all season long the Thunder are not finishing as well as they want to in the paint. They have to finish their layups tonight.
And now we'll send you over to an interview with Coach Snell.
I'm here with Coach Snell. Coach, you're going into a big game here against Aquinas. What should we look for going into this game?
It's going to be a good matchup. They're a really tough basketball team. They're really well coached, and they play hard. So we're going to have to match their intensity. We're going to have to focus in, lock in on the defensive end. And if we rebound the ball, we'll give ourselves a chance.
So you've seen this team twice already. What can you expect? You know, obviously you're talking about the intensity. I was at the game last week and saw it's always a pretty good defensive battle. Should we expect the same again this game?
Yeah, absolutely. They do an excellent job of just executing in the half court. They make it tough on you every time you're in the half court. So, yeah, it should be a good defensive battle, and hopefully we're prepared for the challenge.
Awesome, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Stay tuned for the game right here on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. Mary Claire Zacharias, and we welcome you into St. James Academy, where the Thunder are set to take on the Saints of St. Thomas Aquinas for the third time this year. Both of these prestigious programs are looking for a statement win early into league play. St. James has been on a roll recently, winning the Tonganoxie tournament for the third year in a row, placing second in the Newton tournament, and just this past Tuesday began league play with a near 60-point win over Blue Valley West. But tonight could be a prime example of unstoppable force meets a movable object. Yeah, for sure.
Bless these athletes
That was a great rendition of our national anthem, and the Thunder get another crack at the Saints after seeing them on Saturday in the Newton Invitational Championship game, a matchup that got away from St. James in a 24-point loss. I heard from Coach Hetzel this week, and he said the focus is clear for his team to rebound the basketball and be active defensively. The Saints are led by Alex Krause, the team's leading scorer and recent McDonald's All-American nominee. The Stephen F. Austin commit is an effortless and excellent scorer who was at her best in one-on-one scenarios. Alongside her is Layla Boylan, who can score, but is known for her defense that leads to quick transition buckets. Transition defense will be under the microscope tonight for the Thunder, as the Saints are a physical and athletic team.
We are now a week into February, meaning it's time for these teams to catch their stride and make a strong push towards the postseason. Both these teams will be leaning on their stars tonight. For the Thunder, it's senior Elle Robinson, who has played against the Saints 11 times, so she knows what it takes. For St. Thomas Aquinas, Alex Krause will lead the charge for a team that's only suffered one loss this season and will be dealing with a hostile road environment here tonight.
This will be the Thunder's third meeting with the Saints already this season, and so far it's been all Saints as St. James come in 0-2 in the series. In those two matchups, the Thunder have managed just 68 total points compared to Aquinas' 61 points per game. The Thunder come in with a sour taste in their mouths after the Saints snapped their 9-game winning streak on Saturday. Ireland Sullivan has been playing some outstanding basketball, coming off a tournament MVP performance at the Tonganoxie Invitational a couple weeks ago. Sullivan is scoring at all three levels, finishing inside, knocking down mid-range looks, and shooting over 40% from three. But this won't be about one player. Contributions have come from all over the roster. Simmons, Ganton, especially Vietti off the bench, playing quality minutes and creating crucial second-chance opportunities. It's going to be a full team effort tonight if St. James wants to knock off the Saints in primetime.
As we get ready for tip here, Mary Claire, what are your keys for the Thunder to come away with a win tonight?
Tonight, it's going to come down to pressure and points in the paint for the Thunder. And the two losses to the Saints, the on-ball defense just wasn't there, and too many layups were missed. At this level in a game this big, you have to convert around the rim if you want to be playing for a state championship. St. James knows the road to its first state title most likely runs through Aquinas. Look for the Thunder to push the ball, move it side to side, and attack downhill. They will try to put Addison Sabres, their big power forward, in foul trouble early and then hopefully make them pay, as St. James are shooting around 60% from the line this season. If the Thunder can get the easy ones to fall, get defensive stops, and slow this game into a possession-by-possession battle, I would buckle up because we could be in for a back-and-forth fight all night long, Zach.
Absolutely. And the opening tip will go out of bounds. Thunder coming out tonight in their light blue uniforms for tonight's Huppy Out. Going to be a great night here.
And you see Emmy Albright, number 1 in blue for the Thunder. It's her birthday. Emmy Albright needs to have a game tonight.
Saints looking to set the tone here early. Welsh over to Boylan. Boylan driving high off the glass and good for two.
Strong take there from Boylan, earning all EKL second team honors last year. She's unselfish with the basketball but can score on offense.
Here's Albright, finds a cut in the paint. Shot is not there. Aquinas pushing down early.
Early ball screen action as well, using their big five, Addison Sabres. Addison Sabres committed to Penn State University, played club ball many years with her. She's a physical player out there and gets many second chance opportunities for her team.
Krause three doesn't fall. Thunder in transition. It's a 3-on-1. And Albright, on her birthday, scores the first points of the game for the Thunder.
Good find there, and there's Emmy Albright is finishing that easy one.
Cut, paint, out to Cook, loses it. Albright finds it. Good attempt at the save there by Vietti. Go out of bounds and be Saints ball.
The Thunder really need to execute tonight in transition, averaging 13 turnovers a game, and you cannot have 13 turnovers tonight, as that was already one.
Boylan now. Albright again in transition. Good for another two. Thunder lead 4-2.
Thunder really playing together right now. Love to see it, especially early in this matchup. Thunder have been good at getting fast starts this season, but they need to play the whole game long. Can't just play in the first quarter.
Welsh on the cut. Will be fouled by Robinson and go to the line for two.
Robinson has 3 double-doubles this season. Saw Welsh there for the Aquinas laughing that one off. Robinson, Hudson Welsh, really close friends off the court.
Welsh can't connect on the first. These first free throws of the game are presented by Smoothie King. Enjoy a smoothie with a purpose. And Hudson Welsh, definitely one of the players for the Saints they want to see get going.
Athletic, fast player for sure for the Saints.
Sachs now setting up the offense.
Tegan Vietti has been really impressive, has really been impressive so far this season, especially as of late, averaging 7 points per game, but she comes up big on the defensive side, which leads to many buckets in transition.
Almost had that backdoor layup there, just had it swatted away by the Saints. Multiple back-to-back deflections here to start this game. Saints really playing aggressive defense early. Looking to rattle St. James here.
Trying a little dribble handoff here, trying to catch the Saints off guard.
Robinson can't corral the pass. It'll be another turnover to start the game. Thunder still nursing a 1-point lead.
How to play clean basketball when you're playing a St. Thomas Aquinas team that's made the playoffs for 31 consecutive years, Zach.
Welsh finds Boylan looking to drive. It's back out to Cook. Welsh into the lane, puts up a shot, falls just short. But Sullivan can't bring in the board.
Unfortunate there from Ireland Sullivan. Looked like an easy board. Just couldn't corral it as she exits this one. Caroline Rieger, we were just talking about her, Zach, before we came on air here. She needs to have a big night.
Thunder showing a zone defensive look to prevent this inbound. Saints get it out. Look for the tough two, blocked away by Ruger.
Yeah, great block
and
there.
Another 3-on-1 opportunity here. Vietti too strong. And the foul will be called on the Saints.
Thunder really beating the Saints right now in transition, Zach. It's going to be key that we keep making those layups.
Robinson gets it into Albright. Sachs, top of the key. Inside hand layup, just too strong. Boylan the rebound.
Good thought there from Sachs. Was wide open, just decided to use her other hand.
Ball will stay with the Saints after an early deflection. This game on the Thunder Broadcasting Network is brought to you by Performance Rehab, dedicated to patients' health goals and success.
Just heard Coach Snell said, be active defensively. You have to be active defensively. Hands up and down. Get up into their jersey, just like Emmy Albright's doing right now. At least got to have two hands out.
Boylan trips. 3-on-1 once again. And this time, L. Robinson goes up strong for two. Timeout, Coach Hetzel.
Love to see the unselfish basketball there from Ireland Sullivan. Could have easily went in for an easy two. Dishes it off to L. Robinson. Finishes easy deuce.
Thunder leading the Saints by 3 midway through this first quarter. Definitely trying to build some momentum. Again, as you said, after what transpired Saturday in the championship game, they need this one.
For sure, and Alex Krause is scoreless so far in this game, averaging 19 points per game. Has 0 right now, and that's big for the Thunder. I know it's early in the first quarter, but last game at this time, she probably already had 6. So it's good that she's not on the board right now. Layla Boylan with only that one finish, and then Hudson Welsh at the free throw line, knocking 1 out of 2 down.
And the Saints already came out and showed 2 or 3 different inbound plays that didn't really result in points. The Thunder played pretty good defense. We're well prepared for that. And we'll see if that continues. Thunder looking to keep everything out the paint right now. Bit of a collision. Finds Boylan on the ground. Robinson will try a 3. Short. Ruger with the putback. Won't go. And a jump ball will be called in favor of the Thunder. Great hustle there.
Yeah, absolutely. Want to see a little better shot selection there from Elle Robinson. Only shooting 13% from 3, only made 2. But she made those 2, Zach, against Aquinas, so why not try one early?
Five-second call. Thunder can't get the ball inbounded. Fail to capitalize on their jump ball opportunity. Now here's Boylan. And we're good now with it. Just recently checked into the game. Stolen away. Robinson drives for another 2.
Thunder really being unselfish with the basketball tonight. Really love to see it, but we've seen it has all started on the defensive end. Many transition buckets already.
A steal from Robinson. Driving down. Called for a jump ball while trying to get to the rim. This one goes Aquinas' way.
Seeing that unselfish basketball. Sullivan just dishing it off to Robinson, finishing the easy 2. I'd love to see that if I'm Coach Snell. Thunder only have 4 losses on the season, 2 of those coming from Aquinas, and then the opening game loss to Olathe North, and then the loss to Shawnee Mission South. Shawnee Mission South girls have a really, really good basketball team over there.
Love to see the Thunder defense coming out so poised and disciplined, forcing another turnover in fashion of a jump ball.
And they're being active defensively, which is huge.
Senior Mally Ersic checks into the game for the first time for the Thunder. And Vietti will come back into the game.
For Albright. Albright, good minutes there from Emmy Albright. Great help defense from her, especially on the backside.
Just like refs may be having a discussion about making it Aquinas ball. Today's first quarter is presented by Trifecta Contracting, a single-source commercial glass contractor in the KC metro area.
They initially called it St. James Ball, but it looks like they're going to be switching it up on the Thunder here. Thunder got to be ready right here on this inbound. Inbounded by Ainsley Cook, 6th man of the year last year for the Saints. She's moved herself up to a starting spot. She's definitely playing really well this year.
Only a sophomore, by the way.
Yes, only a sophomore. Great shifty point guard. Shoot the 3 ball well. Not sure what's happening here, but it looks like it will go to Aquinas.
Will be Saints ball for whatever reason after the jump ball. The Thunder again showing the zone defensive look. Not keen to let Aquinas drive. we are ready for play. Saints get it in. Layup, no good. Robinson wrestles down the rebound. And this jump ball will go with the Thunder.
Love the physicality there from L. Robinson. Regan Novacek, also a sophomore as well, coming in for the Saints, trying to get that board. Just can't haul it in.
Thunder defense has been suffocating thus far. A little more production on the offensive end could really blow this one open here in the first quarter. Sullivan looking to drive. Floater will roll up and in.
Tough finish there for Ireland Sullivan over Addison Sabres.
Boylan trying to get things going here for the Saints offense. Krause, the spin around jumper, rattles home. Thunder by 5, 2 minutes first quarter.
First points of the night there from Alex Krause.
Sullivan again can't finish at the rim. Great offensive look there for the Thunder. Tough hang jumper there for Layla Boylan. That's what you were talking about. The transition defense for the Thunder cannot allow to give up shots like that.
Absolutely. Thunder need to just be more active. We've said that many times tonight, but there was no hand to the face there for Layla Boylan. That's why that was absolutely money.
Robinson now over to Sachs. Sullivan driving, has it stripped away. Boylan now driving, deflected off of Krause and out of bounds. As we near the end of this first quarter, Mary Claire will go spend some time with 38-1 The Spot, a TV channel that's also broadcasting tonight's game. She's been able to showcase her talents on a variety of different levels in the past couple weeks especially. So she will be calling the second quarter with them. In her place, we have Bennett here to help call this first quarter and second quarter. Sorry, Mitchell rather. Another 2-point layup for the Thunder. Really rolling here early. Krause looking to make something happen. Dishes it out to the corner for 3. Falls short. And the first quarter comes to a close. St. James 12, Aquinas 7. We'll be right back to you after these messages.
St. James Academy exists to pass on the Catholic faith to the next generation, to develop the minds and hearts of young people, to know truth, choose good, and live virtuously. This is St. James Academy.
Welcome back here to the Thunderdome for the second quarter, where our score is 12-7 in favor of your St. James Academy Thunder. Tonight's game coverage is brought to you by Kansas Sports Central. From final scores to rankings, highlights, and more, Kansas Sports Central is your home for high school sports across Kansas. Stay connected and follow at KSS Central on Instagram, X, and TikTok for all the action. Local businesses advertise with Kansas Sports Central and reach thousands of fans across the state. Boylan looking to bring the ball out now to start this second quarter. Saints struggled offensively in the first quarter. Kraus back over to Boylan, looking to drive, dishes it off, and a jump ball will be called once again in favor of the Thunder. Ganson over to Sullivan. Ruger driving, gets it poked away. Great defensive play there by the Saints.
Yeah, we've had a lot of balls come loose in this first half.
It's definitely been a scramble for the ball here early. One that the Thunder have somewhat controlled. Kraus tries a three, rattles out. Touched every part of the rim on that attempt. Would be scary to see her get hot. Sullivan passed too high for Robinson, but Robinson pokes it away and off Boylan's knee. Ball will stay with the Thunder. Shot clock resets. Robinson gets it into Sullivan. Albright will try a three. Does not go. And the Saints in transition offense now. Welsh can't get the layup to fall, but corrals her own rebound. And Elle Robinson will be called for her second foul only a minute into this second quarter. Definitely concern for the Thunder here early.
That's especially worrisome when you have early fouls in the beginning of the game. That could really cost you towards the end of the game.
Especially with such a pivotal player like Elle Robinson is.
Yeah, she's such a beast when it comes to getting it under the rim.
And the Thunder once again doing a good job at stopping these inbound play looks the Saints are trying to create. Here's Kraus straight off the inbound. Jumper is short. Gets her own rebound. Be fouled along the baseline. Trying to dish it into the paint. Vietti checks back into the game for the Thunder. It's been a major part of transition scoring. Kraus goes in and knocks down the two for Aquinas. That's 2 times now we've been able to see her connect from mid-range here just in the past 3 minutes of game time. Sullivan over to Sachs. Will try a three. It is good. First three of the game for the Thunder.
Yeah, Stella Sachs is just such an impactful player when she gets hot, and it can really get dangerous when she gets hot.
Kraus looking to make something happen. Boylan tries a mid-range of her own. Just short. Welsh with the rebound. Should be fouled going up under the rim. Welsh now at the free throw line for the second time tonight. And like her first trip, cannot connect on the first shot. Second one also too strong. Sachs pushing the pace. Out to Simmons. Finds Vietti alone in the corner. Pump fake, drive, and will be fouled. And sent to the line for two of her own. Rattles out on the first. Vietti definitely been a consistent free throw shooter in her own right so far this season. Needs this second one to extend the lead to 7. Cannot find it. Rebound Boylan. Into Welsh, top of the key. Driving, stripped away. Ball will stay with the Saints. What a defensive showcase this has been thus far, Mitchell.
Yeah, it's really been impressive how the Thunder has kept the Saints from really being able to score a lot of points.
And yet again, another foul will be called. This time it'll be Kraus going to the line. The Stephen F. Austin commit. Good on the first. Tonight's coverage of SJA basketball on the Thunder Broadcasting Network is made possible by the many donors to our media arts programs and the hardworking students on the Thunder Broadcasting team. TBN is a student-organized and run broadcasting network dedicated to furthering the mission of St. James Academy and the greater Catholic Church. Kraus knocks them both through. Albright over to Sachs. Simmons thinks about a three, hesitates, and will be called for the travel.
Yeah, and those are just simple mistakes you cannot make. Even it just comes down to those final points at the end of the game, and you never know how the outcome will be.
The margin of error gets smaller and smaller the farther you go into February and March. And the same can go for this Aquinas team. Cannot afford to have many mistakes like that, but a great defensive stand for the Thunder. Ruger driving baseline now. Will step on the blue paint, and Aquinas will retain possession. Cook with it, guarded by Sachs. Out to Kraus for the three. Just off to the left. Rebound corralled by the Saints. Stolen away. And a foul will be called on the Saints. Great effort there on the defensive side of the ball by Sullivan. Might have gotten a hand to the face in there. And Coach Snell wants a timeout to regroup with his team. Thunder 15, Saints 11, halfway through this second quarter. As we come out of the timeout, Mitchell, I just want to say these light blue uniforms look amazing.
I know, right? I was just thinking that to myself. I really like this color.
Definitely a great nod to the late, great Coach Huppy being honored here tonight. Robinson looking to drive. Poked away. Finds Sullivan. Great cut. And the 2 go for the Thunder. Getting out of that scoring drought straight out the timeout is huge for the Thunder as we move towards the end of this first half. Boylan thinks about a 3. Decides to have her team regroup. Welsh for 3. Good. Aquinas with the immediate answer to cut the lead to 3. Back in fourth, second quarter. Ball poked away by Boylan, and she will go and lay it up for 2. Saints come storming back here, cutting the lead down to 1 in a matter of seconds. Vietti, left-handed floater there, doesn't fall. Robinson finds Sullivan. Ruger jump shot, just off back iron. Rebound Cook. Boylan to Kraus, back to Cook. Out of control pass, out of bounds. Be Thunder ball. L. Robinson back into the game now for the Thunder. Got to be careful with those 2 fouls. To pick up her 3rd in the first half would be crushing for the Thunder. Powerful pass out of bounds. Those simple mistakes, Mitchell, like we've been talking about.
Yeah, they can really cost you some. That's why Aquinas has been able to catch back up, is because of those little mistakes that have been made.
Tonight's second quarter is brought to you by Leavenworth Oral Surgery, a proud supporter of the SJA Crimson Club. Cook looking to get into the paint, finds Welsh in the corner for 3 again, just short. Rebound Sullivan. Foul will be called. Sachs looking to lead the offense this possession. Ursic comes off the back screen. Sachs by herself with Cook. Back to Sullivan, top of the key. Sachs launches another 3, and it's good. Two first half threes for the freshman.
Like I said, when Stella Sachs can get rolling, she can get rolling. That's another way of her showing it.
Another open look for Welsh in the corner, too strong. Rebound Sullivan, and the foul will be called on Cook. Great defensive effort that the Thunder soon hope to bring to the offensive end. Sullivan will catch a breather, much deserved. 1 minute left to go in this first half. Thunder lead 20-16 over St. Thomas Aquinas. Sachs again, top of the key. Gets it over to Ganson. Ursic, Albright. Robinson tries a 3, just short off front rim, but the rebound brought in by Mally Ursic. St. James looking to eat up this shot clock, essentially draining the rest of this first half, nursing this 4-point lead. Sachs out to Ganson in the corner, deflected out of bounds by Kraus. Thunder will inbound with 6 to shoot on the shot clock. Sachs finds Robinson, puts up the jumper just off. Boylan drives in. Wild out of control layup. And that is the end of the first half. Thunder lead the Saints 20-16. We will be right back after this word from our sponsor.
Alumni. We know you've moved on to bigger and better things, but don't ghost us. The halls are still buzzing with spirit, laughter, and maybe a few rushing footsteps between classes. And we want you to stay part of it. Update your contact info so you don't miss any of the fun. It only takes a minute, and it means you'll never miss an excuse to come back, catch up with your friends, and show your school spirit. Scan the QR code and update your information today. We can't wait to see you around. Go ahead, scan the QR code, alumni.
By texting GO Thunder, GOTHUNDER, to 913-402-6099. And now we will send it to Season 2, Episode 7 of TBN Pulse. You are watching St. James Academy basketball on the Thunder Broadcasting Network.
From Lenexa, Kansas, this is TBN Pulse.
Hello, Thunders. My name is Ben Mickelson. I'm coming to you from the Venerable Bishop Fulton J. Sheen production studio at St. James Academy. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 8 of TBN Pulse. In today's episode, Jack Dahlstrand interviewed TBN's commentator Salvador Valera on the new Marion Stadium. Jacob White gives us a look at Abe's son's famous talent. Caroline Zacharias produces a piece on teaching theater, and Valerie Venezuela has an interesting look at basketball. This is TBN Pulse.
I love Marion Stadium. It's an amazing stadium. They did a great job building it. It's really fun to kind of have your own stadium, especially for your senior year. You get to have home football games and stuff. We're not traveling. It looks amazing. I love the cross and stuff they added on top. It's really nice to get to have our own press box. So we get to just kind of leave our setup up there. So in our room. So whereas we would have to travel for home games, we'd have to go to Aquinas and set up in their booth. But now we kind of have a permanent home and a permanent booth. And, I mean, the view up there is great. It's one of my favorite things. It's great because we kind of have, like, a designated area now. We're not traveling, which was kind of the main thing with, like, the football team and, like, the band and us was we're traveling everywhere for football games and soccer games. We never had home setup. But now it adds a lot more professionalism to it, which is what we aim for, is giving like the most professional stuff possible. Yeah, the atmosphere it's amazing because for this upperclassmen, like the juniors and the seniors, this is like our first impressions of getting to have actual home games. And for the underclassmen, sophomore, junior, and freshmen, they kind of get to see this and live this for years to come. And for the freshmen, I mean, it's just a great time for them to be here because there's a lot of new stuff happening. I think it's only up from here. TBN's made a lot of improvements over the last, like, just even when I joined last year and started to do more. It's made a lot of improvements. Our broadcasts are getting better and better week by week, and it's able to feel more like a professional broadcast, which you see on, like, NBC or Monday Night Football or whatever you watch. Like, you get to see it feels more professional, and it's only getting better.
Thanks to Jack Dahlstrand for that piece. And now on to Jacob White and a popular game with Popular Gamer.
To many, Clash of Clans, an online multiplayer strategy game, is just a way to have fun and relax. However, for St. James Academy senior Abe's son, the game is much more than that. He began playing the game a few years ago, and since then he has perfected his strategy and has managed to attain a position coveted by many unemployed men in their 20s. First in the world in Clash of Clans.
Yeah, so it took a while. It took a lot of time and consideration, I guess. A lot of, not necessarily playing the game, but just thinking of a strategy that works pretty much through any base. And then I ended up finally coming up with one. So after those couple days of thinking of it, it just kind of flew pretty naturally. Yeah, just executed it each time.
Despite Abe's current skill at the game, his gameplay hasn't always been so dominant. See, Abe plays strategies which aren't meta. This means that he has to develop his own methods to take down opponents. This may seem like a lot of unnecessary work, but although playing non-meta strategies is a lot harder, opponents will have a harder time beating them, since they don't know what to expect. Early in Abe's Clash of Clans career, his anti-meta strategies were often flawed, which caused him to lose very frequently. However, since he developed his own niche strategies, he soon gained more skill than many players who mindlessly played the game. Abe has since perfected these strategies, which has allowed him to obtain his monumental position in the game. Unfortunately, Abe's future in Clash of Clans is appearing dimmer and dimmer with each passing day. Because he is an AP student and a cross-country captain, it is difficult for him to keep up with the game's constantly evolving strategy. On top of this, many of his opponents are unemployed and therefore have much more time to play the game than he does. Thankfully, Abe is not planning to go to college and instead will spend his time in his parents' basement playing this game for the rest of his life. So, it appears our champion of Clash of Clans is here to stay for the foreseeable future.
Don't quit your day job, Abe. And now, a student-produced commercial for one of our sponsors.
Performance Rehab is an outpatient, private physical therapy clinic that is physical therapist owned. Most of the injuries that we see at Performance Rehab are orthopedic in nature. We see a lot post-surgical, but we also see a lot of general aches and pains. Whether you have a total knee or you have a contact sports injury, we have specialists that primarily see those types of injuries. Our goal here is to help promote active and healthy lifestyles. So if that fits with anything that you may have, then maybe Performance Rehab may be a good fit for you.
Welcome back to TBN Pulse. Now we will take a deep dive into theater and get an inside look into a student athlete, if you can call it that, here at St. James.
I think just like the culture of the school the most. It's like pretty reliable as far as like how supportive it is, like from teachers and students alike. Like, yes, of course, sometimes, you know, you're working with high schoolers, you have your ups and downs, but at the end of the day, I think the high schoolers here like really look out for each other and look out for the teachers, and like that's been really special. I'm pretty impressed with how faithful like the students are, and especially when it comes to like the theater department. I wasn't sure how to lead like a theater group in the faith. I think I was so scared of like saying something wrong or what, you know, like whatever. So I put students in charge of it. I'm just kidding. But a lot of the times it's like senior leadership who help like lead like our retreats or like our prayers. And just like seeing them step up into that leadership role and take it so seriously and so reverently has helped me grow in like my own faith, like, childlike with God and more open and just brave, I think, in the faith. Yeah.
One of Mrs. Wright's favorite spots at school is the chapel.
If I'm able to like make it to like daily mass, that's always just like a great tone to set for the day. It's so peaceful, and then you get into the chaos of high school, but like it's truly one of my favorite places. I also love my office, honestly, where it's just like, it has like Christmas lights and just like kind of helps me recenter, refocus before I have to like go out and do all the things, because we're on mission here and it requires a lot of energy. So it's good to like recenter ourselves and remember what's important, and that's God.
My name's Angelina and I'm a part of the WNBA. Actually, you might not know this, but I'm not part of the WNBA. But to be honest, I don't really know why they haven't put me in the WNBA. I have some pretty amazing skills that Caitlin Clark could never do.
Thank you to all our student producers. I'm Ben Mickelson, and thank you for watching TBN Pulse. Go Thunder, and God bless.
We welcome you back here for the start of the second half. Thunder are leading the Saints 20-16. Certainly an excellent first half from St. James. This is a team that played Aquinas on Saturday in the conclusion of the Newton tournament and fell by 24 points. So great first half, but got to come out with the same energy and intensity in the second half because Aquinas is not going away.
Yeah, they've got to keep up the pressure. I think they really did a good job of that in the first half, and just continue to make those easy layups and maybe even sink a few threes in there too.
I've been incredibly impressed by our defensive play thus far, especially in the paint. I'm sure Snell has talked about that with the team. We do not want these guys to get in the paint because when they do, it's just all over the place because we know they can make it from three. We know they can make it from mid-range, but the second you let them in the paint, too, for layups, just opens the floodgates, and that's what the Thunder have prevented thus far tonight. Today's second half is brought to you by Aaron Barrett State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And by Covenant Homes, custom homes built through tradition, and by Creative Planning, offering comprehensive financial planning and investment management solutions that aligns with your Catholic values. Boylan into good now for the first shot attempt of the first half, falls just short. Thunder looking to pick up where they left off. Stolen away by Boylan, looking to track it down for the easy two. Gets it to fall. Vietti pulls the chair on Boylan. Great defensive effort. Sachs thinking about trying another three. Loses control inside the paint. Chaotic start here to the second half.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to see that from either team.
Welsh driving baseline. Kicks it back out. Boylan pump fake drive. Finishes just short once again. Boylan struggling here early to start the second half. Defensive pressure by Kraus forces a turnover. Welsh finds Kraus at the elbow. Drives in, can't connect. Vietti up ahead. Gets the layup to fall. Thunder strike first in the second half. Extend their lead to 6. Boylan tries a three. Cash for Boylan. Through a rough start to the half, finds a three-pointer to get Aquinas back within striking distance, and the quick turnover by the Thunder. Momentum swings have been very quick in this game thus far, Mitchell.
Yeah, and that's how scores can change too, so you don't want to give that other team that momentum that can lead them to a victory.
Boylan wants another three. Got it! Aquinas ties the game. Definitely has the momentum swinging in their favor. How will the Thunder respond? Had turnovers on their last 2 possessions. Sachs gets to the rim but can't finish. Kraus up ahead. Layup no good, but a foul will be called. Aquinas will have a chance to take the lead for the first time tonight here at the free throw line. Krause sinks the first. And the second. And Coach Snell wants a timeout here early in this second half. His team has seen their lead quickly evaporate at the hands of Boylan and Krause. Tonight's game is brought to you by Freedom Physical Therapy and Training Center. From athletes to parents to grandparents, you deserve to move pain-free for the people and moments that matter most. Take back your strength. This is freedom. Learn more at freedompttc.com. You look across the way in the gym, you'll see Mary Claire over there with her you can't miss it, the pink blazer, you can't miss it. Currently calling the game on live TV.
Yeah, and what an opportunity this is for her to show the world her amazing broadcasting skills.
Got the chance to shadow ESPN's College Game Day this past weekend. Definitely on a roll and using the opportunities provided here by the broadcasting network to her full advantage. Thunder with the ball now, coming out of the timeout. See what adjustments Coach Snell has made. Thunder is showing more of a 5-out look. Shot clock dwindling. Vietti finds Robinson to Sachs. Deep three, just off the mark. Rebound Boylan. And here come the Saints. Boylan driving in, tries kicking it out, stolen away by Vietti. Good look at the backdoor cut, but Krause takes it away. Euro steps through the lane for the two. Aquinas by 4 now. Sachs looking to get the offense back under control. Krause just kicks it. Resets the shot clock for the Thunder. Ganson being face guarded by Welsh as the inbound comes in. Sullivan back to Ganson. Back to Robinson. Sullivan trying to get into the paint. Albright open in the corner for 3, and it hits. Huge 3 at this moment in the game for the Thunder.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shift in this game.
Not ready to let it get away from them like it has in the past this season. Krause looking to drive, finds Welsh at the block for the and one. Great finish by the senior there. Brings Aquinas' lead back up to 3. Welsh cannot complete the three-point play. Falls to just 1 of 5 from the free throw line tonight. But her Saints still with the lead here in the third quarter. Robinson will be fouled driving to the lane. On the inbound, Sullivan fouled as well. 2 team fouls apiece here with about 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Thunder showing a new inbound play look. Mercick back to Albright, wants to drive baseline. Reverse layup is good. Emmy Albright, the spark plug here in the third quarter for the Thunder.
Yeah, she's definitely made it a very impactful moment here for the Thunder.
Boylan wants 3, and again finds it. 3 3-pointers in a row that Boylan has attempted and made. But Albright sneaks through the lane and gets two of her own. Both of these teams pushing the pace here. About 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Nice backdoor cut, and a foul will be called on Sullivan. Ruger and Sachs will check back into the game. Sullivan with her 4th foul, only in the third quarter. Huge development for the Thunder as they look to keep this game within striking distance, trailing only by 2.
Yeah, that's never a good sign when one of your players has 4 fouls just in the third quarter.
Boylan looking to make something happen. Over to Cook. Dishes the pass off. Layup too strong. Sack gets it over to Robinson. Sizing up the defender. Swings it across, stolen by Boylan. And Boylan again cannot finish at the rim. And on the third attempt, gets it to fall. Almost had a repeat of a prior possession where Vietti pulled the chair. But Boylan finishes there. And Robinson capitalizes off the over-aggressiveness of this Saints defense and gets 2 of her own. These teams striking back and forth here in this third quarter. Kraus with 10 to shoot. Uses the screen. Dishes it off to the paint. 1 to shoot. Gets the 3 off, and it'll be all air. Huge defensive stand for the Thunder. Trailing by 2. 14 seconds to play in this third quarter.
Yeah, definitely a huge 14 seconds for the Thunder to try and tie or take the lead here.
Sachs, 7 to shoot. Incredible scoop layup with the inside hand. And Aquinas steps over the line, inbounding the ball. So an acrobatic effort from Sachs to tie the game. Followed quickly by the Saints turning over the ball. Thunder with only 0.6 to shoot.
Yeah, but this is a big opportunity if they can succeed on this play.
Has to be a catch and shoot for St. James right now. Foul will be called on the Thunder there, so no shot. Looking back at that Sachs layup, what an effort. Ball climbs the rim and falls to tie the game. At the end of the third quarter, St. James 33, Aquinas 33. You're watching St. James Academy basketball live on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. We'll be right back after this. Welcome you back inside St. James Academy, where an electric atmosphere has developed. Tie game to start the fourth quarter between these rivals. Offensive explosion in the third quarter with teams on a roll on the offensive end. Clashing shots back to back.
Yeah, it definitely took a moment there for each team to find their groove starting the third quarter, but then once they found it, they really got going, and that's why we're tied here at 33-33.
Dippisqually Moore is a proud supporter of student athletics. Basketball teaches teamwork, perseverance, commitment, and sacrifice. Learn more at dmlawusa.com. Albright gets it over to Ruger. Ersic with the drive and will be fouled. Sent to the line to give St. James potentially the lead here. And during these free throws, we welcome Mary Claire back to the booth. Fresh off her TV appearance in the big leagues.
What a great game we have here, Zach. I mean, super back and forth battle. This is very fun to watch. And what a finish there from Sachs as well.
Incredible play, incredible effort to tie the game. Ersic cannot connect on the free throws and commits the foul there in transition.
Alex Krause really having a quiet night tonight. Under 8 points as she averages 19 a game. If she needs to get going tonight, she needs to get going here. She wants to get her team back into this one. It is a tied ball game, but the Thunder really have momentum right now.
Falls over, going for the layup. Welsh, good effort to keep the ball with the Saints. Krause tries a deep three off right rim. Another huge defensive stand by the Thunder. Robinson kicks it out to back top of the key. Vietti, open lane. Layup is no good, but the foul.
Great take there from Tegan Vietti. I mean, just poor help defense there from Layla Boylan. She just made that lane wide open.
Vietti sinks the first to give St. James the lead.
Vietti shooting 77% from the line this season. Tegan Vietti is really exploded to be a great player here. And really the second half of the season, kind of midway part of the season, she's doing a great job for this Thunder team as she earned all-tournament team in the Tonganoxie Invitational, which the Thunder three-peated that tournament, Zach.
Vietti can't get the lucky roll there on the second free throw. Foul will be called on Sachs, trying to stop Aquinas player from getting to the rim there. Sachs obviously with a size disadvantage.
Yeah, Addison Saber is such a strong player, played club basketball with her for many years. Super proud to see she's committed to Penn State University for softball. She's a strong physical player out here for the Thunder.
It's like some confusion among the referees. Decide it was not a shooting foul. Aquinas will inbound into Kraus on the elbow, drives in, finds that mid-range. Easy going for Kraus there.
Yeah, just right over Albright. Nothing you can really do there if I'm the Thunder. I mean, she's going to make that most of the time.
Sachs had a huge game thus far for the Thunder. DeSullivan drives in for the two. Defense couldn't get there in time.
Poor recovery there from the Saints. Thunder take advantage, up by 1.
Since that 3-minute mark in the third quarter, it's just been back and forth. And Kraus with a huge deep three, letting them know, just like you said, Kraus needed to get hot, and she's doing just that.
5 straight points for her team. Alex Kraus, I mean, when she gets hot, she stays hot. She's like her microwave, and Coach Snell knows that because he used to coach Alex Kraus at Missouri Phenom.
Vietti passes up, open look in the corner for Sachs. Top of the key, good. Thunder reclaim the lead.
Sachs shooting 27% from beyond the arc this season. She's red hot tonight.
She's never lost that confidence to let the three ball fly, and we've seen it tonight. 3 3-pointers for the freshman.
And she doesn't lose confidence because she's gotten many, many reps in big environments and practicing on her own.
Chaos unfolding on the court right now.
Really need both teams right now to settle down. This is a really back and forth game, like we can see. Big environment here. The crowd's starting to get into it. But when you start getting up just a little antsy, you start getting turnovers as Robinson tries to curl it in, just can't.
Great attempt by Robinson there. Would have been a huge play. Kraus wants another three. It's going to be off to the right. Rebound Robinson. Gets it to Sachs. Thunder looking to regroup here.
Strong rebound there from Elle Robinson, getting that one away from Addison Sabers. Addison Sabers from the Saints doing a good job tonight trying to control the paint for the Thunder so they can't get in it.
Thunder moving the ball around. Only 5 to shoot. Sullivan driving the lane, stripped away by Boylan. Remain with the Thunder.
This has really been a defensive battle tonight, Zach. I mean, St. Thomas Aquinas has come into this game, scoring well. They're averaging 61 points per game this season, then the Thunder with 56 points per game, and we're still in the 30s, almost in the 40s, and this game's almost over.
Thunder only have 4 seconds to shoot here. Albright driving in, floater just off back rim. Boylan pushes it ahead to Kraus. Sullivan will be called for the foul, and that will conclude her night.
Unfortunate there from Ireland Sullivan. Thought she was straight up, but turns out she wasn't. And looks like Ursa will come in for her after this free throw.
Huge loss for the Thunder in such a close rivalry game here at home.
And it's not just a huge loss on the offensive end, it's a huge loss on the defensive end as well. And that's an advantage for the Saints because Addison Sabers was guarding Ireland Sullivan, so that means it most likely will be Sabers and Robinson.
Kraus now at the line. Can't connect on the first. Thunder still lead by 1 here. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Connects on the second. Tie game. Just an excellent all-around game we've seen here tonight by both teams. The back and forth.
And they're really playing together, which I love to see as well. It's not just one person getting it done. It's a whole team effort, especially on the defensive end. Thunder need more movement right now on the offensive side. This can't be just standing around.
Yeah, for the Thunder, we've seen Robinson get hot, Sachs get hot, Albright get hot. Been a great collective team effort. Albright loses the ball off her shoe, though. Kraus in transition. Up to Sabres, to Cook. Swatted away by Vietti.
Thunder back into that zone. They had that weak side help there. Good job there from Robinson, forcing that turnover. Still a tight ball game here in the Thunderdome. Under 3:30 to go in this one.
Coach Snell wants to get his girls a breather. Timeout, Thunder.
And I asked Coach Snell what improvements he has seen from his team so far this season. He said they've really gotten closer as a group, which is huge, and I feel like we've seen that tonight, and they've gotten better defensively and really embracing the identity of being a defensive team first rather than an offensive team first, and I think we've really seen that play out tonight. I mean, it all starts on the defensive end, and they're getting it done, and that's also why it's low scoring as well. They're not having like so many points as we've seen. It's coming all from the defense and transition buckets.
Elle Robinson getting her team fired up in the timeout. Thunder definitely did not come into this game playing scared of the Saints. That's for sure. They came out motivated and ready to protect home court.
Absolutely, and you don't want to say that we're 0-3 against St. Thomas Aquinas this year, and they might run into this Aquinas team sub-state and state. So you want to get this one back at them, because when you play them next, you say, oh, we just got this win.
Some momentum I was talking about. Need that momentum in league play. Catapult yourself deep into the playoffs. Here comes Robinson. Finds that mid-range. Rebound Ersic. Out to Sachs. Wants a three. Passes it up. Robinson, fresh shot clock for the Thunder.
Thunder need to start moving on offense. Looking a little confused right now. Just got to drive and definitely get paint touches. There, Mally Ersic goes, but Layla Boylan says no. Looked like a good ball maybe there, Zach, but went out of bounds.
Now, Layla Boylan just appears so nonchalantly, knocking the ball out of everyone's hands. Always there for the steal. All over the court tonight for the Saints.
I mean, Layla Boylan's just an elite player. She plays for Colorado Lockdown in Colorado, and she plays in Colorado for a reason. Emmy Albright on her birthday having a game tonight.
And forces the turnover back-to-back. Thunder extend their lead to 2 by Emmy Albright, knocking it down off the glass. And now the ball will be given back to the Thunder. 2:24 to play.
She's doing everything tonight that a coach wants, Zach. Emmy Albright, such a team player. She is not for herself. She is for everyone else on that floor. All the 4 other girls always picking them up. I love to see her having this opportunity right now in a big game in crunch time.
Ersic over to Vietti. Sachs. Thunder moving the ball around, letting the shot clock run down once again. Sachs in the corner for 3, just short. Boylan comes up with the rebound, no surprise.
Gotta have good transition defense here. Can't have Boylan go right there where she loves. Mid-range is the real estate for Layla Boylan. We've seen that tonight. She's gonna knock that down all day long. And we're back tied at 41 here.
potentially the most important possession of the game for the Thunder tonight. Albright drives, can't get it to go. Ersic, another huge rebound. Vietti rebound. Tapped away by Boylan. Looking to finish in transition. Aquinas finds the reset to Kraus. A minute to play, and Coach Hetzel calls timeout. Tie game. The electricity in here, you can feel it. You can feel it.
Yeah, what a crazy game we got here. Two powerful programs going at it. Coach Snell talking his team up right now. Can't do anything silly. You got to be aware of the clock. And Zach, we've seen it many times this year, and including only 1 point in this game, which is good to see the Thunder not being aware of the clock. And this is a time we 100% need to be aware of the clock. It's tied right now, 41s. Just a minute to go in this one. We have to be composed defensively because it all starts on the defensive end, and you cannot let Layla Boylan keep picking the pocket of us right now. We've seen crucial steals from Layla Boylan all night long, and that's why she is such a great player and has many Division I offers like Harvard, Nebraska, KU, Colorado. That is just 4 of the many that she has. And she averages 3 steals per game, and she is well over 6 tonight, Zach. Everyone knows that Layla Boylan can score the basketball. We know that. It just starts with their defense. And that's just Layla Boylan has really just taken over this game, but the Thunder have been doing a good job of containing the other 4 Saints out here.
Right on. If you're Coach Hetzel coming out the timeout, in whose hands are you putting the ball?
I'm saying Addison Sabers. Let her post up in the middle, try to get an easy one.
Boylan finds Sabers, gets it back. 15 to shoot.
They're looking for Kraus on this one. She wants the basketball.
Kraus steps out of bounds. Huge mistake by the senior captain. It will be Thunder ball with 46 seconds to play.
And that's just unfortunate there from Alex Kraus. I mean, good defense there from Albright. Really wasn't up in her face, but just Kraus. Unfortunate mistake here. That just can't happen. If I'm the Thunder, Thunder need to take care of the basketball. 10-second difference here on the shot clock.
Sachs finds Robinson driving. Albright in the lane, off the glass and good. Thunder take the lead, 20 seconds to go. Boylan bringing the ball down the court. In a rush, throws the ball tipped out of bounds. No foul will be called. And Coach Hetzel wants another timeout. Another huge shot by Albright has the crowd on their feet.
Emmy Albright just taking over this game right now in the 4th quarter. I mean, she is playing big-time basketball right now, really helping her team out, but getting on the stat sheet as well, just playing physical out here, getting around all the Saints, and just a great find there from Robinson as well. And then Albright had to get that over the big presence of Addison Sabers in the middle. And you know what? Albright's not phased. Who cares? I'm just going to go window shopping and get an easy 2.
Showing up when it matters most. And on her birthday, looking to bring home a huge statement win for the Thunder here at home.
And Emmy Albright has deserved this moment right now. She's sat behind many, many greats, and now is her time to shine. And we're seeing that play out right here. Aquinas get the basketball here. You know who's getting the basketball. Kraus or Layla Boylan. Yes, this is a 2-point game right now. Some would say want a 3-pointer, but you're going to go. St. Thomas Aquinas, 31 consecutive playoff appearances. I would not be surprised here if I see a 3-point field goal go off, but also I think I would want to see get Addison Sabers or Alex Kraus here in the paint.
Saints definitely know how to win these games. See what Coach Hetzel draws up here. 4 players standing at the free throw line. Boylan pops out and gets it. Finds Kraus. 10 seconds. Deep 3. Blocked away. Rebound Robinson. And she will be fouled. Saints have a couple fouls to give yet. Will likely dwindle out the rest of this clock. Thunder need to play safe with the basketball here.
100%. They need to play safe with the basketball here. You cannot afford to turn over the basketball right now with 6.6 seconds left to go in this one, because we've seen all night Layla Boylan can steal the basketball.
We'll be right back with you after these quick messages.
Smoothie King, you need to rule the day. Help everybody live a healthier and active lifestyle. So faith is very important for us, for Kim and I. We're located on 66th Street in Monticello, which is basically Monticello and Shawnee Mission Parkway near K7.
Robinson gets the ball into Albright, over to Ruger, be fouled with 4.2 seconds left.
Caroline Rieger only shooting 53% from the charity stripe this year, but they won't go quite yet, not in the double bonus. So it'll be an inbound here at midcourt. 4 seconds to go.
No more fouls to give for the Saints. Ball security has to be at an all-time high for the Thunder, and Sachs gets it, and she's trying to dribble out the clock, and she gets it down to 0.6. Welsh, for some reason, hesitant to foul, and the Thunder can taste victory with just 0.6 remaining.
Be Stella Sachs at the line here, shooting 74% this season. Thunder up by 2 with 0.6 to go, and looks like they will walk away with this victory. There's no catch and shoot here with 0.6 to go.
Almost want to potentially miss the second one on purpose.
I
catch him
completely
off
agree.
guard.
I mean, why not? I mean, 0.6 is going to come off way easily. And St. Thomas Aquinas only lost one game this whole entire year, and they lost to Staley 67-35. And if you know the Staley team, they have playmakers all around the board. I'm going to name a few. Destiny Amenahu, the 4-star, only a junior, offers from UNC and Duke in Oklahoma. And then London Parker, Arizona State commit. She can get downhill, and she's dangerous when she does. And then Brielle Mays, another one, a great three-point shooter. And then Ava Miles, the senior, the Nebraska commit. I'm sure you like to hear that, Zach, when you're a big Nebraska fan. But Staley is a good basketball team, and that's why they lost them.
The Thunder, even after suffering that loss this past weekend, have not acted like it in the slightest. They have come out firing and especially effective on the defensive end of the floor, making Boylan and Krause uncomfortable, especially Sabres uncomfortable all night long. And they have the win here in their grasp.
And why not be phased? The past is the past. This is a new game, a new day, another opportunity. Go out there and dominate with your teammates.
Is off, rebound by L. Robinson, and the Thunder standing tall, protect home court, and defeat the Saints 43-41.
What a win here from the Thunder. They're not going out here 0-3. They're coming out with the win. The Thunder of St. James Academy knocks off undoubtedly maybe the best team, girls basketball team in the state, St. Thomas Aquinas, and St. James pulls off this win by 2 in the Thunderdome. An all-out team effort. But come on, Emmy Albright on her birthday, she showed up when it matters.
And how about Stella Sachs, the freshman, coming in huge with some huge layups, 3 3-pointers down the stretch. And Elle Robinson, as always, facilitating the offense and really propelling St. James to this win that they needed so badly.
It takes everyone on a basketball team. That's why there's 5 players out there on the floor. That's why there's people sitting on the bench to cheer them on.
And with this win, St. James moves into the front runner spot in the EKL at 2-0. will not face Aquinas again this regular season.
Yes,
so
they
that's
were not.
huge.
That is huge. In the next game for the Thunder, 2 road games at Blue Valley on Tuesday and then at Bishop Miege on Friday. And we'll travel there to Bishop Miege to bring you coverage on that one.
That game at Miege could very well hold the keys to the EKL conference down the stretch here in February. But as for tonight, huge win for the Thunder. We'd like to thank tonight's sponsors for TBN's broadcast of St. James Academy basketball. We would also like to shout out our entire production team. I'm Zachary Wilson alongside Mary Claire Zacharias. On behalf of the Director of Broadcasting, Cohen Merrick, and our Director of Educational Programming, Sam Rockford, we thank you for watching TBN. And we'll send you to the boys' game here shortly. Go Thunder.
Showed us all the value of gratitude and kindness, with a special talent for bringing people in the fold with humor and compassion. St. James players are wearing their Carolina blue uniforms tonight, as this was Mark's favorite college team. In continuing to partner with the Huppy family, we are asking for donations to the Mark Huppy Let's Get With It Today Legacy Scholarship. This will be awarded to a junior kid who is all in for SJA. You can donate by scanning the QR code posted at the issues table or on the doors to the gym. Thank you for your support of this Legacy Scholarship. Now let's give a round of applause to the Huppy family for 12 years of dedicated show and support